smoke on the waters. Ship astern, Captain. She's turning on us. It's an attack. A powerful ship, lattice taut with dry wind, ports gaping with expectant violence, swivels out of a hidden nook past the heavily wooded coast. She's flying a flag of carmine and sable emblazoned with a triumphant sun. Colours unknown to any of the crew, as she deftly weaves in and out of the waves, catching the draft masterfully to close the distance with great speed. A thunderous explosion rocks her port side. Something whistles through the air and plummets into the emerald waters behind your ship. You swing hard to port, breaking line as your gun ports creak open hurriedly and your deckhands take careful aim. So, plus 9% bonus to this slot. So we can spray her rigging with chain shot. Oh, we have plus 9 naval power. Aim to shatter a hull. Going to do that. A first volley crashes into the enemy's side. Then a second as the lower gun teams let loose. Fire leaps to claw at the gaping wound in the vessel's flank before its yard sunders, torn into two. Minuscule figures scuttle along its deck, struggling to smother the eager flames before a sudden and mighty explosion sends all those on deck sprawling and scrambling as the ship lists dangerously in the water. A burly man in what must be officer's attire bellows over the din, his voice heavy with the tang of authority. He appears to be holding the young man at gunpoint.
Mercenaries and murderers trust Katema to stoop to such methods. Silence your tongues or your friend here will taste lead.
I will pay for the man's release. All I know neither this man nor the Katema of whom you speak. Let's get the man alive first and ask questions later. If we say this, maybe he will kill the man and he might be useful. Oh dear. Oh. Arabesque trinkets. 0. How about a generous innkeep? Are you serious? Are you serious? Chance of success 0? Okay, we're done. I mean, you're seeing this, right? We're done. I can't, even with all our items, we're at 0. Okay. Refuse. Smoke on the waters. Your bribe attempt failed. Impossible. We do not care for what you've earned in blood and injustice. There is no price worth sacrificing our freedom. As for him, points to the young man dressed in fine garb and looking slightly worried. He assures us you are a rescue party sent by the usurper Katema. Take this message back to your master from us. He nods to a nearby gun crew, who hastily swivel the gun's mouth towards your deck. Allied, we are Katema's prop. Unhand him or else. Why wouldn't he need help when you stand 40 against him? The man draws himself up with dignified fury. And where were such morals when your master sent his legions to drive families from their ancestral land, so he could raise the mighty warehouses he takes such pride in? This man is a servant of oppression, a fiend. The sudden flurry of movement, having sensed the captain's grip loosen. The young prisoner elbows him in the ribs and leaps into the sea before he can be seized.
Shoot the answer if you must.
splatters the red-faced captain, but when the young man fails to resurface, he realizes his bargaining chip is gone. He orders his guns be turned. They are aiming for your crew. So we can fire flaming shot at the ship's sails and stores, or we can, with bonus success chance, fire a volley of round shot just above the waterline. We're going to do that. Crackerjack. Your gunners slide the heavy 15-inch projectiles into the muzzle of the aftermost cannons, ripping some of their own shirts to pad the barrel and avoid windage, lest the ball deviate from its trajectory or explode before leaving the cannon. Your crew scramble to cover, then a flare of flame and resounding blast. Splintered wood soars into the air as a round shot tears through ballast, mast, railing and bone. Sparse shots ring out, a foolhardy attempt at retaliation, before a second broadside crashes into the ship's underbelly. As your captain signals to leave these dangerous waters, a scraping, scrambling sound is heard on the portside ladder. I am rifled as the intruder. Wait for the intruder to show itself. Let's wait for him. Hearing the dry click of rifles cooked and ready to fire, a voice protests from below the railing.
Father, I am the man they were holding prisoner.
After a moment's silence, a hand appears upon the railing, followed by the lithe figure of the young prisoner, evidently disconcerted by the score of rifles aiming at him.
Sorry for dragging you.
No, that's not the right ones. Sorry for dragging you into this unfortunate situation. These rogues sank my ship and slayed my crew, and I was desperate for any kind of help. As he says this, the crew lower their rifles a little. I feared they wished to prize from me my lord's secrets and plans. When I saw your sails, it seemed my only reprieve, so I told them Yaniho Kitema sent you.
Who is this Yaniho Kitema we keep hearing about?
Emperor Sali Kitema is the heir to the throne of Salamar, lord of the high and lowlands known as Mbesa, which you may refer to as the Land of Lions. Under his rule, Mbesa has risen to great heights of prosperity and might, as our emperor has a vision beyond that of his predecessors. A land united and bountiful, a nation to rival the great kings of old. The young man frowns wearily. Alas, there are those who would not see our people united. The haughty princes of Angarab refuse to yield to the emperor, and have resolved to wage war against him by any means, and to whatever ends. But why attack you? Of course, pardon my manners. I am Binyam, son of Curia, emissary of His Imperial Majesty Kitema. I am on a mission to seek out experts from around the world to assist with the many ambitions my lord has for Mbesa. The Emperor wishes for the name of Mbesa to be sung and admired for its learnedness, beauty, prosperity, and wisdom. But let us not tarry here. Come, follow me to Taborim, where my lord will be sure to reward your brave generosity. Set sail for the south, past the pillared reefs with oak flowers, cross the marshes, and then you will see it. Ancient Mbesa, with gold-lit mountains, slumbering lions, and proud people.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Alrighty.